Movie review number 1317 is The Trouble with Jessica. The Trouble with Jessica is a 2025 movie directed by Matt Winn, Winn. So this movie has Music Box Films, Parkland Film Capital, and Bright Pictures. I saw this movie on May 5th, 2025 at Mariemont Theatre in Mariemont, Ohio. So I thought it was a pretty good movie. Now it does have some intense and disturbing scenes in it, but the movie is a dark comedy film. So, successful professional London couple Sarah and Tom are in deep financial trouble, and they are about to sell their house. The situation takes a terrifying nosedive with the shocking behavior of their uninvited dinner guest Jessica. So Sarah and Tom are having some dinner guests over, Richard and Beth, who are their best friends. But they also invite Jessica, who was uninvited. So it's the five of them. So it's the five of them, and there were some tense back and forth conversations about Sarah and Tom's decision to sell the house. And let's just say Jessica decides to do something that makes the whole night worse. Like, so much worse. It is in the trailer, but I will say that whatever Jessica did basically was very bad, not just for herself, but also for Sarah and Tom and Richard and Beth as well. So, faced with the moral dilemma of their lives and dragging their best friends, Richard and Beth, with them, they make a series of choices that could either be their salvation or their destruction. Uh-oh. So, and I will say, since it's in the trailer, that the thing about this situation is that Sarah and Tom have a dead body in their lawn, and they're not exactly sure what to do. And unfortunately, it's Jessica's dead body. Jessica is dead on the lawn, and Sarah and Tom have no idea what to do. Especially since they find out that the new owner of the house comes by unannounced and wants to see the house like a like a little bit before he eventually buys it or eventually moves in. But he has no idea about what has happened at the house that night. And Sarah and Tom are trying to keep Jessica's body out of the garden and out in any view sight. And Sarah and Tom have to make choices that could definitely either make or break them with selling this house. And Richard and Beth were kind of like caught in this situation as well, because they're not really sure what to do either. What they eventually do, definitely is a little out of the ordinary. Definitely taking things a little too far, and part of it is a little funny, part of it is serious because of what happened. And that's why it's a little bit of a dark comedy movie. But the question is, what happened to Jessica, and why does her behavior seem odd at dinner? Could it be because Sarah and Tom were selling the house? I'll let you guys see the movie for yourselves to find out. But I thought it was pretty good. So this movie has Julie Henderson as Sarah, Alan Tudyk as Tom, Rufus Sewell as Richard, Olivia Williams as Beth, and Deborah Thormar portrays Jessica, Anne Reed portrays Miranda, and Sylvester Groff as Kraus. So there's a little bit of humor in this movie, as part of it is comedy. A lot of times there's serious and drama, Not just with what happened to Jessica, but also with the conversations that Sarah and Tom have with Richard and Beth. Not just about selling the house, but for other things that have happened in their lives. But nothing is as bad as having a dead body on their lawn, especially when the new owner or new potential owner comes unannounced. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I'll let you guys see the movie for yourselves to find out what happens. But I thought it was a pretty good movie. So that's my movie review of The Trouble of Jessica. Please tune in for this movie review. Alright, goodbye.